My guest tonight is a very talented actress who appeared in such classic movies as Swingers, The Hangover, and of course, Boogie Nights. Her latest film, Wander, is out now in theaters, video on demand, and digital. Please welcome our very good friend, Heather Graham. Heather, you look amazing. You look fantastic.
Thank you. I dressed up for you.
Thank you. No, seriously, you look absolutely gorgeous. And I've been talking to everybody during COVID, and I have to say, you're killing it right now. You do not look like you're suffering through a quarantine or a pandemic. You look amazing.
Thank you. I'm definitely trying not to gain weight. I did gain a little weight, but then I think I lost it. I mean, I think my goal is just don't gain weight, basically.
Really? Do you get obsessive about that, or
No, but my boyfriend started cooking, and everything he wants to cook is really fattening, chicken tikka masala and pizza. And so, yeah. But
really? Now, wait a minute. I've always been jealous of men that could whip something up in the kitchen. I could never, ever do that.
It is cute. It is cute. But yeah, I mean, I think men find it really sexy when women cook too, right?
Well, we're just monsters. I don't know that we find it. I mean, my wife cooks, but I don't know that I find it sexy as much as it's just, I need to eat a lot all the time. So it's just, I wish I could say.
You probably need a lot of energy, right?
No, I'm so tall. I'm like a nuclear reactor. I've got to burn so much fuel. I want to ask you something because you famously in Boogie Nights, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, as Roller Girl, you're on roller skates the whole time. And then you just brought it back on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's all these really cool girls, roller skating during the pandemic. And I was getting really inspired by them because they look really hot and it looks fun. And I just wanted to get back out there, but it's very hard. When I first learned, I needed a coach because it's hard. And it's very easy to just fall over and kill yourself.
And also I would think you had to act on roller skates. You had to perform, and also you were on wheels the entire time, which sounds to me next to impossible. I mean, you pulled it off beautifully, but I can't believe you didn't know how to roller skate when you got that role.
No, I mean, it was so fun. And then you see these girls now, they roller skate backwards and they just make it look so easy. So I tried to do that and it was very hard, and I live in New York and it's not that easy to find just like a quiet street where there's no cars.
Right. So what you're saying is during quarantine, basically how you're getting around in Manhattan is on roller skates. You're just
everywhere, only on roller skates. No, but every time you hit a bump, I actually bike everywhere. That's what I do. I just bike everywhere. But roller skates is like, if you go over like a rock or there's like an uneven piece, you're just like, it's so easy to just wipe out basically.
Let's talk about this boyfriend.
Okay.
I have some jealousies. I want to know who this guy is. You and I have known each other for a long time. I always thought I was the right one for you, but you went another way.
Well, you're married, so it would be hard to make that work.
I don't know. I'm very flexible in my thinking. I have a very European attitude towards marriage now.
Okay.
My wife can't stand me, so, we'll talk about that later. That's a separate call, a private call. Okay. Who is this guy? I hear he's from Amsterdam. Why is your boyfriend from Amsterdam?
Okay, I've always kind of thought guys from other countries were kind of cute, right? Because they have an accent or like, they speak Italian or they speak Spanish, but Dutch is like not a very sexy language. Like when a guy speaks Dutch, it's like,
my God, maybe he has something wrong with his throat. It's an ugly language. I'll just say that.
Right. So, here he is. He's cute. He starts talking in Dutch and I'm like, I'm going to get all turned on because he's speaking in another language. But then it's just like.
So you like guys that are from European countries?
I mean, I do like a guy with an accent, but I mean, I'm open-minded. I could also like an American guy, but yeah, Dutch is not the sexiest language.
Did you know that I was born in Norway?
Wow. Let's hear you speak in another language.
Yeah, I lived in Norway until about 4 years ago.
Wow.
I came to America 4 years ago.
You're becoming more and more sexy every minute. I mean, do you remember the movie Fish Called Wanda? She was really turned on by accents too.
Yeah. No, I just thought you should know. Born and raised in Norway. Don't ask me too much about Norway, like various cities and things. I don't know, but I had a lot of herring growing up, and there was a fjord nearby.
Wow.
I remember that very well.
You being a Viking,
Yeah. Well, I've got that kind of, Viking thing about me.
Yeah.
How are you getting through this pandemic? Because you seem like a very serene, calm person. I've always thought that about you. And I've thought that you would be probably very, I don't know, even keeled during this crisis.
Well, I can get pretty, nervous sometimes. But I do a lot of yoga, and I've been doing this thing called yoga Nidra because I have trouble falling asleep. My boyfriend, he falls asleep really fast. I get really mad and really jealous. And so
can I say one thing? Why do you keep bringing up the boyfriend? Everything goes back to the boyfriend. We get it.
Okay. Well, Conan, this is about you and me right now, okay? So I have trouble falling asleep, so I do yoga nidra. Maybe you might enjoy it. This woman talks to you in this really soothing voice. Her name is Jennifer Piercy. I'm obsessed with her. And she just goes like, your left ear, your right ear, your left nostril, your right nostril.
Oh.
Feel a sense of vacation mouth. And then I'm like, that made me feel really relaxed. She's like, feel a sense of vacation mouth, And I'm like, oh, because I clench my jaw and I'm like, oh, it really helps you relax your mouth.
So what she does is you focus on whatever area of your face or your body, and then you get to your mouth and you say vacation mouth.
Yeah. Is it working for you?
This is my vacation mouth.
It looks the same.
I know.
It looks good.
No, I'm just looking at wherever I go. You know that old saying, wherever you go, there you are?
Yeah. But she said funny things like free your eyes. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but
I don't want my eyes to be freed. I want them in the sockets where they belong. I don't want them gangling around.
Her voice just makes you go like, her voice is amazing.
And then she gets the whole body relaxed.
Yeah. Oh, and she says, free yourself into the healing darkness. Let your worries go into the healing darkness.
Can I say something, Heather? That's what they say to people when they're dying and they want them to let go. I just want you to remember that, right. They gather around the bed and go, you can go now.
Wow.
Go, leave. What's your boyfriend's name? What's his first name?
His name is Dennis.
Wait, you just went on. You went on and on and on about how exotic and he's Dutch. I thought his name was going to be like Struden. Dennis? His name's Larry. What are you talking about?
It's her dog is named Dennis. So every time she's talking to her dog, I think about my boyfriend.
Wait, Dennis? Well,
Dennis.
That's ridiculous.
Is it too boring for you?
Well, no, he's supposed to have this exotic name.
Like,
yes, his name should be Every time you say his name, you should have to get out some Windex and a wipe. Let's talk about this movie Wander that you did. You worked with Aaron Eckhart in this movie. And I'm told that he went method. He was doing some
very method. Like, honestly, sometimes when we were talking, I couldn't tell if I was really talking to him or he was in character. He had to have like dirt on him in some scenes, and usually like a makeup artist will put it on you, but he would just grab dirt off the ground and just like smear it all over himself and be like really angry. And one day I was driving to work and I just, I was like, oh, there's this homeless man sitting outside the set, like on this curb. And it was Aaron.
Maybe he's had financial setbacks. Have you ever thought about that? Let's show a clip from Wander. And I believe he is very paranoid. You're meeting with him in a diner.
Yeah.
And he, of course, very paranoid. And you think that this is all about him being off his meds, not taking care of himself.
Yes.
And we'll find out. Maybe that's the case, but maybe it isn't.
Maybe not. Yes.
Let's take a look at this clip.
You haven't been going to your appointments.
That's because sometimes I can't tell who's a doc and who's not. That's a whack job.
You want to get better? You gotta go to your appointments. I'm just looking out for you.
Grown up show. How about you and Nick? Mr. Tall, Dark, and FBI.
Why can't you just be happy for me?
I'm looking out for you.
You're looking out for me?
You don't think it's at all coincidental that he just happened to be transferred into town and you go out with you?
You know, you're going too far with this conspiracy thing. And you know what? I blame Jimmy.
Yeah, well, at least he believes me.
Well, you met him in 5150. He's a crazy person. I mean, he gets in your head. He provokes you.
Whoa, hey, gee, Shell. Don't hold back. My only friend.
What about me? Can we get the check?
And we're back. Love that.
That was fast.
At home, they just saw a clip, but we don't show the clip on Zoom here now.
No.
So this is really phony thing where I say, let's take a look. And then you and I are just staring at each other and I say, and we're back.
I know.
And, you know, I apologize for that. It's very unprofessional. But
I think it's fun. I'm so happy to talk to somebody who's not in my close family group right now. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah. Probably getting tired of the boyfriend. That's what's happening. A lot of relationships are under strain right now because of quarantine.
You know what? I've never dated anyone Norwegian. I think I need to think about that.
Okay. Can I just say one thing? I hope it lasts forever with this guy. I really do.
Yeah.
But if you date another Norwegian for any reason, or, you know, any guy they should have a real exotic name.
Okay.
Dennis.
Okay.
You know?
What name would be acceptable to you, for example?
Riedendaud. Riedendaud. That should be his name. Just call him that. You know, tonight when he's in the kitchen making this fantastic meal that I would never know how to cook, say Riedendaud. Too much salt, okay?
That would be an awesome name. It would.
I also want to mention The Stand is coming out very soon. And that was shot before all of this craziness.
Yeah, I mean, it's about a pandemic. Yeah, and it's about a virus, you know, that kills all these people. And we shot it in October a year ago, about, you know, a little more than a year ago.
So in a way, by making that movie, maybe you caused...
You blame me for the pandemic? Is that what you're saying?
I do.
Okay.
You are the highlight of my day, which is really, seriously, I love talking to you. I always have. And I'm very happy that you're happy and that all's well.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. I think you're a lovely human and you made my day great too. Wander
is available now. I went into a reverie for a minute and then I remembered is in the next room. Wander is available now in theaters, video on demand, and digital. And The Stand premieres December 17th on CBS All Access. So nice talking to you. Happy holidays. Stay well. And once again, I'll say it. You look absolutely fantastic and you're a delight. So I bow to you.
I bow to you. And your Christmassy decorations look very festive.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Cost us $40.